Hello.
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 Hey,
Just doing a mic check.
what's going on? Cody and Steve, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. We got you guys live right now on the Zach Moonshine show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio, man. How the fucking hell are you, man?
We're a little bit emotional. We just got doing our tribute show to the great Ozzy Osbourne, and we all got a little bit emotional, but we're hanging in there, so.
Dude.
Ozzy.
Man, oh my
That's
God.
exactly how we started the show tonight, that's for sure.
Me too,
Yeah.
dude. Me too, man. Fucking like, how the fuck? I mean, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? I know we all knew that this day would come, but we didn't expect it to come. I guess somewhere, some part of me hoped that he would be one of those motherfuckers that would just live on and live on and live on, you know?
Yeah.
But,
I think it was everybody's hope. Everybody thought he was immortal and was going to have him forever, but.
He is immortal, dude. He is immortal, man. His memory and his music and everything that he has done, dude. I mean, I can't tell you, dude, like when you really think about it, like Ozzy and Black Sabbath, period. There would be no fucking Metal Devastation. There would be no fucking metal music. There would be none of it. None of us would have a
There'd
job.
be none of us. Nope.
We'd all be working in a factory somewhere. If it, I mean, like, fuck, man. It's crazy.
It's definitely as a former touring drummer and all my years in metal, trying to live the dream. You know, I wouldn't have never have had the career I had if it wasn't for Black Sabbath.
No, dude. None of us would, man. None of us fucking would, man. Like, you know, and I've been seeing so many posts about that, you know, from all kinds of people, you know, like.
It's been so beautiful, too.
Greg at Metal Injection was like, you know, no fucking Black Sabbath, no Metal Injection, you know, like. And, you know, the list goes on and on. Like, it's like everybody, like all of us, you know, that are, whether you're a journalist or a publicist or you're in a band or you're, like, you know, a festival or whatever, man. Like, that's the heart of metal right there, man. Like, that's the beginning, the soul, the fucking very essence, man. Those words. What is this that stands before me? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it right there, dude. Like that. I mean, fuck, man. I know there was other, you know, rock bands and stuff, you know, like that, but and of course Motorhead and shit like that. But I mean, like there was nothing dark and heavy like Sabbath, you know, like that's
what we was. That's some of the stuff we was just talking about. Like, if you think about the beginning stages of music, like heavier music, you're gonna think Sabbath, Deep Purple, and Zeppelin.
Right.
But like Sabbath was the darkest and the heaviest by far of any of it.
Yeah.
So when it took Tony cutting the tips of his fingers off and detuning his guitar to make the sound, but it was in the long run. I think he was all right sacrificing a little bit of flesh to become a metal god. So.
He did, man. God bless them all, man. Fucking fuck.
Yep.
Well, I mean, what are some of your favorite memories of Ozzy or Black Sabbath that you want to share with us?
For me, it was hearing Iron Man for the very first time. My dad had an original pressing of "We Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll."
Yeah.
And my brother was like jamming out to Kiss.
You there?
He was saying something about Kiss, and then.
Yeah, I think he lost signal. You there, Reaper? Well, it says he's still in the call, so but I guess I'll go a while, man. Like my introduction to music, like the heavy metal, started with Kiss, and the first time I ever heard metal music, the first vinyl I ever heard was Kiss Alive, and then Meatloaf's Bad Out of Hell, and that's where my journey started. Then I was introduced to Black Sabbath cassette tape. It was just the first album, and I was hooked from the beginning. And like I went into Ozzy's solo career, and it's just been a love for the last 30-something years of my life, which I'll be 33 next month, and for at least the first 30-something years of my life, Ozzy's always been there.
Yeah.
I used to watch like the pay-per-views of Ozfest. I used to love watching how much he would it's in any live of him, really, of how much he would interact with the crowd. He'd get the crowd going, how he would spread like his energy through the crowd, and that's what always made him an amazing showman. Like he actually legitimately cared about his fans. So that's what I loved about him for me. And then just watching all his crazy shit they used to do on the damn Osbournes.
Yeah. I think Steve.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you now. You cut out for a minute, though.
We got you back.
That's because I switched to my phone because, as you know, I'm the most censored artist on Facebook and YouTube today. I think Messenger has a war against me as well as Facebook. So.
Dude, I know, man. They deleted my fucking profile the other day for no fucking reason, man. Just said I was a cyber.
No reason. Yep.
Man, but like when we do, especially at the goddamn program or something like that, when that happens, we say the wrong thing. We get canned on there for stupid shit, man. Like legit stupid shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I did an interview with a very provocative filmmaker out of the UK, and they deleted the entire video.
That's fucked up. It's fucking bullshit, man.
Fuck censorship, man.
It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what are we supposed to do?
It's only gonna get fucking worse anyway, so.
For sure.
What are we supposed to do, man? But yeah,
we do exactly what we always do: hang around in the underground and love each other and say "fuck the mainstream." So
that's right.
That's all we can do, man. Well, Steve, earlier you were talking about your introduction to Sabbath, and you were saying something about Kiss, and then you cut off.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I was like, my brother was listening to Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You, and I'm like, no. Is he alive or dead? You know what I mean? I'm like, this is what I want. And I was like, I'm going to be a drummer. And then it's like it was a scary kind of music. And my mom had just introduced me to. This was back when TV, pre-cable. They would put horror movies on, edited for television.
Yeah.
And she showed me the original 1978 Halloween. And it's like my love for horror and metal all at the same fucking time. It was like, ooh, which way do I go? You know what I mean? Because at one moment I'm working on my drums. The next minute I'm trying to learn Jason Voorhees movements and like all of the Friday the 13th. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, dude! I recently got to interview the first Jason Voorhees on the show. Not too long ago.
Ari Lehman.
Yeah,
Ari Lehman.
Yeah.
Ari's a good friend.
Super cool dude, man. Really cool.
He's
dude.
Really great guy.
He's funny as hell, man. Yeah, he had some cool stories too, man.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
he's full of them.
Yeah, for me, like, fuck, man, it, like goes back to like 1986, 87, I think. I went to my first concert was Bon Jovi and Cinderella opened up. It was the Slippery When Wet tour.
Oh yeah.
So I was a huge.
I saw that tour.
I was a huge fan of that, and then so I had those cassette tapes, and then I was getting into Motley Crue. I had Shout the Devil and Theater of Pain. And then a cousin of mine that was older than me, he had Iron Maiden Number of the Beast, so he recorded that on. He dubbed it on cassette for me from the record, and I had that. So like that was my tape collection. And my babysitter at the time, I remember, I went over to her house one day for something, and her boyfriend he was there, and he had like a stack of fucking Black Sabbath and Ozzy tapes, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, what's this? And he was like, oh, no, you're too young for that, you know. He was like, you stick with the Motley Crue and stuff, man, for now, you know, like you got to graduate to that. And I was like, what the fuck? But like that made me want it even more, you know what I mean? And
always.
I remember at that time, you know, that he was on the news all the time. You know, they were always talking about the Satanic Panic and stuff, and the PMRC thing, and
that just made me love it more.
And he was in the magazines, you know, and you'd see these crazy pictures of Ozzy with his fucking mouth open and everything, and I was like, man, who the fuck is this guy? And so one day, when I saved up my allowance, my mom took me to the record store, which was like what we did. And I was in there, and I was flipping through tapes, and I was looking at the cover of Bark at the Moon and Ultimate Sin, and
that's how we chose our music back in the day, was them damn front covers.
Yeah. And then when I saw Speak of the Devil.
Oh, that was the one right there. That was the jelly
one.
Off his tongue.
That was the one, dude. It was like $6 or something, I think, and it said it's 2 records on 1 cassette. So I was like,
that's right.
This is the one. I got to get this one. I didn't know any of the songs on it or anything. So I grabbed that one, and we go get in the car, and I put it in my cassette, my fucking Walkman, put my headphones on, and turned it up, and then, you know, like the first song, Symptom of the Universe, and his voice, dude, when he comes out and then all the in-between banter that he's doing with the crowd and everything, I was just like, I immediately was taken away to this other universe, and at that moment it felt like now I have graduated from this beginner stuff to this is the real shit, you know, like I was
real deal.
This is the real deal, man. And
from a big metalhead to a full metalhead.
Yeah.
Balls dropped and all.
My mom heard me blasting it in my room one day, and she was like, you know, I know those songs. She was like, that's Black Sabbath. She was like, I grew up listening to that stuff. I was like, really? And she went out to some yard sales, and she found Paranoid.
Oh, man.
And brought it home to me on vinyl, and I put it on the record player and listened to it, and that just was like, you know, and then...
Whoa, Ozzy had another band.
Yeah. It's like totally fucking mind-blowing, fucking opening up a whole new world. And then fast forward away from there, when I was a teenager, when I moved out to Arizona, Ozzy was playing at some place out there. I think it was the Osmosis tour, I think.
Oh, damn.
Sepultura was fucking opening up, and I went out to it, man, and, you know, Mr. Crowley and everything, fucking. But, like, one of the things that I remember the most about that show was seeing all the old heads that were there. The old heads, you know, like the people that you could tell, like, they had been there since the Sabbath days, man. They were just going nuts.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was like, fuck yeah, man. This right here is what it's all about. And I was hooked. I was hooked after that, man. Like, nonstop, dude. Every single time Ozzy came around, I made sure to go to it. Every Ozfest, I fucking saw him with Black Sabbath, the reunion. Just so many memories.
For real. And that was one of the most beautiful things, I think, was the fact that you literally saw multiple generations, all the way down to, like, 2- and 3-year-olds. You know, how many different performers can we say had that, you know, throughout that entire career? It's mind-blowing.
It's I know Zach does it as well with his son, but I'm doing it with mine now. Like, he's 3, so I'm slowly introducing him into the music and stuff. Like, I have
hell yeah.
I have a Dio poster hanging above my record player, and
nice.
I was sitting in the floor the other night, and I think I was listening to the first Sabbath album, and, like, my son's there, and he's like, he notices shapes and colors and all that. Like I said, he looked at that record, and he went round and moved his finger around with it, and then he looked up, and he seen, and on my poster, Dio's throwing the horns up. and he threw his first set of horns up, and my black heart melted. I was like, fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
And that's the thing, you got to keep in. That's the only way Ozzy's going to stay alive is if we keep pushing the generations to come to listen to it.
Yeah. Oh, and metal in general, because, my son's first metal hero was Danzig. So.
Hell yeah, dude. Love Danzig too, man.
King Diamond as well.
King Diamond, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, man.
He's like my number 2. I have like a satanic trifecta of my favorite metal artists.
I totally understand, dude. Like, it's always been a search for the more satanic, the more evil, the more darker, the more heavier. Just keep on going.
If I'm going to go towards the more darker, so like the darker side, like that, which I love different forms of metal. I love black metal, death metal, deathcore. I love all of it.
Yeah, dude.
But if I'm going for black metal, I'm either going to go with. It's going to start with Venom, of course, and this will be it's going to be Venom, Celtic Frost, and some people might not think that they're black metal, but they are to me. And it's fucking Cradle of Filth. I love Cradle of Filth. Danny's fucking amazing to me.
Yeah,
they are. If you listen to those early records,
the early records, yeah, but you still have some of them people like they're not fucking black metal. Like fuck y'all, yes, they
whatever. They could go suck an ass for all I care. They are black metal at the roots, man. That's what they strive for until they gothic,
I love Mayhem too, and Marduk and all of them like that as well. But Venom set the bar for black metal for me. So they're just what I'm going to revert back to start with, and then I'll just go through a whole fucking list of other shit. So.
Well, I can still remember the first time I heard Mayhem,
Yeah.
When they first came out, that was the tops for me.
Now that they finally released some of Dead's basement tapes, and you hear how great his fucking voice actually was for black metal.
Absolutely.
Man. If those guys were still around, the band is still around, but if Dead was still around, dude, fuck, man.
Oh yeah. Dude, he'd be unstoppable.
I think Watain, man, that's a band that
they're high up on my list of favorites as well. Including Behemoth, Marduk.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, all that shit, man. And, we wouldn't have none of that. We wouldn't have any of that if it wasn't for fucking Black Sabbath fucking laying the goddamn groundwork, man.
For real.
They literally did, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
I'm saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me ask you guys about what you guys do, man. Tell us, give us a brief history of what you guys do and what you're about, man.
You want me to go first there, Cody?
Yeah, you can get your words out quicker.
I know, I've given so many goddamn interviews in the last 20 years, it's ridiculous. Well, long story short, I was a professional heavy metal drummer, and way back in the early 2000s, I had joined a death metal band called Twisted Asylum, and I had to. They said, "Well, you have to create a character name." I was like, "Oh, so it's kind of like a Slipknot thing." Gotcha. So I just had to sit there and think about it. I'm like, well, all this other shit is too predictable, so let me be different. And I thought about Reaper, and it just popped into my head. I'm like, that's it. That's what it's going to be. And I told them, and they're like, well, why'd you pick that? I said, well, every time I'm behind the drum kit, I feel like I'm literally destroying everyone in the crowd. And I just kind of got known for being that. I started doing the whole face paint deal. It was much different back in those days, not what it is now. And when I decided to retire from just doing, metal shows and whatnot, I got asked to do a podcast for a network, and I was like, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to create a show that is going to highlight only underground entertainment, whether it's movies, music, art, tattoo artists, something that no one's ever done. Because I thought back in the early days when we used to have to nail our flyers on flagpoles and telephone poles and people's cars and shit like that. I'm like, there was nobody helping us. Well, here we have the internet, and you're going to give me a platform? Well, guess what? I'm going to make sure that anyone and everyone who strikes me as, man, they really got something special going on, I want to make sure that the masses know about it. And there's never been a show in history, mainstream wise, as far as I'm concerned. No one else has ever really shined a light on somebody who only had 15 followers. You know what I'm saying? And if it was a metal band and their fucking music was the shit, I'm like, damn it, I want to go ahead and promote these guys. So let's get them on the show. And it just kind of grew from there. Then, of course, as I transitioned into horror modeling, where I was doing like a lot of photo sets and stuff like that, started getting some attention from independent horror directors and other actors, actresses, and writers, and they started coming on the show, and it just like fucking snowballed. And suddenly I find myself getting roles in horror movies, which was my other dream. And I was like, well, shit. They think I got something? Well, I'm going to do it until the wheels fall off. Who fucking cares? You live once.
Hell yeah.
So, here I am. I've played, creature roles. Frankenstein was one of my biggest influences when I was a kid, watching the old black and white Universal films. Dracula, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Mummy. All those, I always just loved them because they were like the epitome of evil, and I thought I could bring that. And then I started doing some speaking roles and did some other stuff that never thought I would do because I never fancied myself a police officer before. And here in the movie Death Bike, I play a police chief, and I thought that shit was hilarious because I don't really like law enforcement. Very much. So I just used it basically as a forum to promote other people, not myself. And then somewhere along the lines, people... did you ever have like a favorite like horror host that you used to watch on TV?
Yeah.
And I grew up with that too. Son of Ghoul and Ghoulardi and, obviously Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I mean, obviously I don't have, big chest and all the beautiful qualities that she has, but I'm like, you know what though, that had a huge impact on my life. So I just kind of turned Reaper into kind of a horror host, really. But instead of showing films, I'm going to let you know about filmmakers and what some of these actors are doing and putting out there. And then suddenly I have sideshow performers on my show, and literally anybody, they're like, oh dude, I heard about your show. I'm like, you did? You were listening? What? So that's, and from there I decided I need a show that's going to showcase nothing but metal. And then of course I come up with a show for nothing but horror. And then the goddamn program on Saturday nights. It was basically one of the things I loved as a teenager was sitting around a bonfire with your friends, shooting the shit, laughing, telling jokes, talking about current events, whatever. And why not take that in a much darker way and put it on a network show that people can watch on Saturday nights on YouTube and Facebook.
Fuck yeah.
And we're celebrating 2 years of that particular show. Reaper's Underground is now 4 years old this month, which reminds me, I have to do an anniversary show. So any ideas, please let me know. Ozzy's unfortunate passing kind of screwed me up.
Totally understandable, man.
And like for me, like growing up as a kid, like I had a sheltered childhood. Like I was a kid that I wasn't allowed to go stay at my friends' houses and none of that shit. So I had to find an escape for things. And then naturally, I was introduced. Like I said, I was introduced to metal music as a kid. And most albums back in that day had fucking amazing artwork. Everything from Destroyer, Love Gun to fucking Molly Hatchet to all those different bands. They had all their different artwork on it. And I just developed a love for art. And as I got older, naturally, as you grow up, you get into darker things, and I just got into darker things, and like it reflects into my art. Like 99% of the time, when I'm doing art, I have some form of metal on, whether it be 80s hair metal, black metal, anything. And that's just that's how my visions come, and I bring stuff to life. My style art is I love doing horror art, but I don't like doing your typical horror things. I don't like really doing like Jason or Freddy or anything like that. I like putting bones and guts and teeth and spikes and armor and shit like that in places it don't belong. And that's it. And then I got discovered by somebody in the past that I did some things with, and then me and Reaper ended up getting together and just
I was your biggest fan, man.
And we got a little bit, and then the Reaper brought me on the underground, and that's how me and him got started doing things together and evolved in. Eventually, I started doing Tracks of the Damned with him and all that. But I love art. I think for me, metal screams darkness and horror, and that's what's going to grab somebody from the get-go is the fucking cover. And if it's dark enough and your music matches it, then you're going to have a fan for life. And that's the way I was with how Ken Kelly would do his style arts. Hell, even Ozzy's The Ultimate Sin, where it's got him as the dragon and the nuclear bomb.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite fucking album covers of all time, dude. The Ultimate Sin.
And then, Ken Kelly, who did Kiss's album covers, he was taken under his wing by Frank Frazetta, who done amazing fantasy style art.
Yeah, dude.
And I love that old Conan style art. Then you had Manowar. Manowar had their album, but I just I can do bodies and stuff like that, but I find it's more fun when you put bones and you reanimate dead things or something like that. That's my thing. And this is how I am with all of my art. Like, even if I'm doing just a simple, like a headshot, like I've recently drew Dead from Mayhem. I drew Ozzy Osbourne a few weeks ago. But the center of it is them, but everything around it has my style and I don't really know how to explain it. It's just my fucked up personality, I guess you could say. But, and then Mark Riddick was also a guy that, somebody I looked up to, and I loved his art as well. He's done art for every fucking major metal band there is, so.
And I can remember when I first started seeing your art, because I'm a huge fan of, obviously, the darkness, satanic art, erotica, whatever you call it. It was really starting to come out real heavy. And just kind of checking out your drawings and stuff. And some of them was starting to remind me of some of those legendary covers we saw. Let's say King Diamond's Abigail. The Them front cover, and of course, all the Cannibal Corpse, album covers were so legendary, and I'm like,
all those guys playing influence all those guys playing influence on everything I do. I love drawing guts and maggots and shit like that. I put maggots in every fucking thing I draw, probably, but I don't know. It's just a side of me that nobody really got to see as a kid, I always had to put on, I kind of had a somewhat religious family, and that's kind of what pushed me away from it, was, I had fucking religion shoved down my throat so much, and then when I fucking got old enough to be who I was, I just didn't give a fuck. And that's the way I am with art. I have art from a nun with a crucifix necklace around her neck to a body with a spike through it that has metal armor on it and stuff like that. It's different shit.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I might have to hit you up pretty soon, man, because I'm planning on re-releasing some old fucking shit from my old band, dude, and I want to put it up. But I might need a new album cover or something to represent some of the fucking sickness and.
I do color, but my main thing is I love doing it. It gives me that old school. Like if you look and you go back and look at Dead's drawings before when he was designing stuff for Mayhem, how he did everything in old school, like black and white, and I love the black and white look to things. Like I'll do color, and if somebody wants it, but my bread and butter to me is this black and white, gritty with a shitload of detail through it. So that's just my style of things.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, we can't thank you guys enough for fucking sponsoring the fucking festival this year, man. I mean, it's fucking awesome. It's cool as fuck to have you guys on board, to have you. I mean, you're already there, but to have you there in this aspect is just a whole nother level, man, and we really appreciate it, dude.
I've been every year, and then the fact that it's in my home, then I'm going to continue as long as it is there, so.
I know, man. I mean, you know, I've been living here for a while, man, and like there's nothing else around here that fucking does this shit, man. Nobody wants to come around here and do this shit, man. They're all fucking scared.
If it pisses Christians off, it makes me just a little bit more happy. So.
Oh yeah, I can remember the first year that I came to the festival. I was like, "Damn it, where's the picketers? I want to get my photo with them."
No, they didn't show up, man. They were too scared, man. They fucking
they run their fucking mouth and couldn't nut up or shut up. All they could do was talk.
Yeah, they raised hell.
And that's what they always do.
They raised hell on the internet, and you know. But I mean, there was a few people that was standing across the street, fucking giving ugly looks, but that was about it. You know, like they weren't.
What was it? Well, shit. That one band, the gunpowder plot.
Yeah.
Was that their name? I remember I was standing up on the back of the hill a little bit when they were playing, and about the time he yelled out the word "fuck," I looked up towards that farmer's market, and there was an older man and woman getting in their car, shaking their head, and I was like, "Oh hell, we're doing something right."
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Right?
The motherfuckers, they were fucking complaining about the shit, and I'm like, you motherfuckers do realize we're in Jackson, Tennessee. Like, goddamn it, we got fucking gunshots and fucking helicopters flying around and sirens and everything left and right. You're worried about a fucking riff, you know, fucking somebody saying the F word on the stage. Come on.
Dude in Jackson the other day chased a dude with a fucking gun, then did some things to himself in a parking lot while cops were sitting there. I mean, damn, y'all worried about a metal festival when people's doing that stupid shit?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go into full detail because I don't want to get you in trouble for using some words, but god damn.
Yeah, nothing like that happened at the festival, man. It's all good. It's all love. It's all just a bunch of metalheads fucking having a good time. And you know, that reminds me of something that Lisa said, you know, rest in peace, man. Lisa, our photographer that passed away recently, she was saying in an interview that she did, it was an outtake for the movie that's coming out, Death Reigns, about the festival. She was saying in that interview, you know, like how much, because she wasn't a big metalhead, you know, she's just an old hippie, but like she was blown away by how fucking kind and sweet and helpful the metalheads were, you know, like she was like, I'm down there I'm down there in the pit, I'm taking pictures of the band, and next thing I know somebody's grabbing me and they're like, hey, you got to go over here, you know, we want you to be safe, we don't want you to get hit, you know. And
right,
she's like, that fucking matters, you know. And it does, man. He goes, that's how we are, man. Like that's how the community is, man.
Yeah,
you know, and that's always been the thing, you know, especially metal and horror together. They think we're all sick and depraved, and you know that you know, we have to have certain things happen, you know, rituals and this and that to just even like do something. No, that's not it at all. You know, it's just a love of things that are dark. It's takes us out of our daily lives. The humdrum of go to work, come home, go to work, come home. You need an escape, and metal does that. In every sense of the imagination. You could put on a Dio record or, fucking Behemoth or any number of bands that we love, Lamb of God, all of them, and just be able to like put those tunes on and zone out, tune out, unplug. You're in your happy place.
That's how we get it out. That's how we.
Yeah, they don't realize like most of the time. But at the end of the day, most of the people are fucking agitated and pissed off. And metal is a fucking outlet. It's not a physical outlet. It's a fucking mental outlet. And he lets you get all the bullshit out without doing something in the physical realm, and they're too closed-minded to realize shit like that. They think, they're just talking about killing or drugs or this or that or Satan. Like, yeah, sometimes that's there, but goddammit, in the realm of everything, it's a bigger picture of what you're paying attention to. They're just too fucking closed-minded to think about something.
Yeah.
Right. And they don't, and they cite lyrics that say bad things. That's been going on since the 80s. It's like, they said this, they said that, but did you look at the entire song to catch the meaning? It's no different than watching like Terrifier 1, 2, or 3. It's like, dude, they're trying to get you to laugh.
Yeah.
It's not to be taken literal. We're not just all gore hounds, and it's the same with metal. We're not trying to be hedonistic or want to just take over the world. It's like, no, for those of us that feel all these things deeply, there are so many different types of metal, whether it's doom, black metal, death metal, extreme metal, and I mean, Ozzy, for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different moods for whatever mood you're in. That's kind of the way I look at it. So it's all about having a good time and just chilling out with people and hearing some great fucking music.
And you know what? I think that is so important, especially for this year, man, in particular. I mean,
oh my goodness.
There's so much shit going on, and everybody's so fucking pissed off, and everybody's so upset and fucking aggravated and just stressed out, and this is what we need, man. We all need to come together October 11th and let it all out and just have a good fucking time and just enjoy, what we can fucking do, without the masses fucking breathing down our fucking throats, man, about this and that.
Hopefully it's just a little bit cooler this year, because that 90 damn degrees last year was some shit.
And you can ask Cody, man. I was like really upset that I could not come last year. Sometimes finances just don't permit, and I really wanted to be there, and
I video called him in the middle of Ember.
Sure did. I was like, man, let me know how it's going, man. Everything.
Last year was insane, man. It really was, dude. Like I mean, I know it's been growing every single year, but like last year, it was full blown, man. I couldn't believe it, man.
Like Automized Berry makes a crowd go fucking nuts anyway, and I think Filth this year is going to push that limit a little bit too. They're insane.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Well, and the year before that, you had my good friends Raven Black,
yes.
Who really, I'm not only just being a dear friend, but their style of metal, bringing that carnival horror aspect into it, I thought was a beautiful blend between all the acts. I thought, that's one thing I can always say about you is the acts that you bring. You really appeal to everyone's likes.
Yeah.
And all of them are very enjoyable. There's not a single band that you would actually want to tune out on. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes in festivals, it's like a very uneven kind of a stacked bill, and people are like, well, I'm just here to see, these four groups, and I could really give shit less about the other ones. No, you concentrate on bringing the best of the best, always, and you guys bring that. And I'm honored to be able to help sponsor this year's Metal Devastation show.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And, you bring up Raven Black. We love Raven Black, dude. And she was going to come back this year, but due to health concerns and stuff, she's had to step back, and she's not doing
She's going through a rough time, but
hopefully,
knowing Raven, she's going to pull through,
Yeah, hopefully we'll get her back soon, man. But we've got we got some other stuff, man. We got Frail, man. They're pretty
man.
Pretty amazing.
I almost did a show with them a number of years ago. Excellent fucking band.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Yeah.
And the whole lineup this year is like every year's been fucking amazing, but this year is just fucking stacked. And I'm excited as hell to see Filth. I love that gritty deathcore style that they put out. They're one of the big ones on there, which I got to represent them homeboys. All the Tennessee bands is on there, so I love that shit too.
Yeah, Larcenia Row too, man. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping the Unicorn will be in the pit, so I can pit with the Unicorn.
Oh, absolutely. The Unicorn
that was so cool to see.
The Unicorn is she is mandatory, man. She will always be back. She's already.
It was so cool.
I'm so glad. From being at the festival all the years they were, and talking to Megan from Casket Robbery, I'm so goddamn glad they're coming back. We love her to death.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's got that energy, man. She's kind of like Ozzy. She's got that infectious energy about her, man. Especially when she goes on stage, she's quiet. When she hits that stage, it's like a totally different person, dude.
And a lot of these bands, especially this year, a lot of them are connected with each other, and they all know each other. So there's going to be a lot of camaraderie and different shenanigans that are going to be going on. You might be seeing a bunch of people from different bands getting up on stage with each other and doing different things and stuff.
It's kind of how Illusions of Fate and Summoners always fucking picking each other and shit. I love that shit, dude.
Oh my goodness.
They stand there with signs boycotting each other last year. I was like, God damn, it's amazing, man.
I remember
what I love about it. It's like such a fucking family vibe when you're there. It's not like you don't think you're just at another fucking festival with a bunch of assholes. You feel like you're there with your closest family members, and I fucking love that shit, dude.
Summoner Circle was probably my favorite interview I did on the spot 2 years ago when I was just covering it. Just a great band, great vibe, and they stay true to their beliefs and their message, and it's really more of a message of love. It's about that ultimate rebellion. Isn't that what rock and roll was built on? Rebelling.
Absolutely, man. 100%, dude. That's what it's all about. That's what we're trying to do, man. Just keep on rebelling against the fucking system and bring some shit to these motherfuckers here that don't have no other way, because a lot of people around here, man, they don't want to fucking drive to Nashville or Memphis every single time to go see something, because that shit's far away, man.
That's exactly where I've had to go.
That shit is chaos.
The biggest bands I've seen play is I've had to go to Memphis, now Nashville, or fucking Little Rock. And you know how damn long it takes to get to those places when you get there?
Yeah.
The line's already fucking 10 miles long, and you get either a shit spot or you gotta leave hours early and be there too damn early. And it's just nuts. That's what I love about it. It's home. And that festival has always felt like home. And I love that shit, man.
Bring your own beer, fucking, we got barbecue, we
and
got tacos.
And it's kid friendly. You can bring your kids to it.
Yeah.
Most bigger venues, you can't get your kids in there because they're gonna get crushed in the pit or some shit's going on. That's what I love about it. It's family oriented, dude.
That's one of the biggest fucking things about it too. To us, man, is making it fucking family friendly for you to bring your kids, man, because we got kids, and we know a lot of other people out there that are our age or whatever. They got kids too, man. And there's so many times. I can't tell you how many times me and Raven can't go to a show because we can't bring our kids.
Right.
And it's man, we had to bring it here and do our own fucking thing so that we can bring our kids and everybody else can bring their kids and we just have a good time, man. Let the kids run around, have a good time. Let them have their little mosh pit, and we'll sit around.
My daughter got in her. She's 10. She got in her first mosh pit last year. Like she was so fucking starstruck with arsenic addiction, dude. Like she talked. She still talks about that shit. Like she is starstruck like crazy.
Yeah, that's another great band, man.
Man, they was amazing live. I loved it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She was right there at the front of the stage, kneel down with us and all that. She had everybody get down there, Mary Immaculate, and had everybody come up, and like she didn't know what to do. Her little face had a grin from ear to ear on it. I'm like, yes, that's what it's about.
It is, man. That's what it's about, man.
Well, and it's great how music like this can bring everyone together and create new fans. Otherwise would have never have known about some of these bands,
Exactly.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. Well, for people out there listening, what kind of stuff can they expect to see from you guys whenever you're gonna have a booth set up and you're gonna be selling stuff, or what are you gonna?
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have a lot of Reapers Underground exclusive signed merch. I got a lot of my movies, DVDs for those that are still into, physical media, because let's never let that die. Pretty please. T-shirts, stickers, prints. I'll sign everything, and I don't ever charge for selfies. So, and I'll be bringing my good friend Golamar from the upcoming film Stoner Snake. Everyone's been dying to get that done, as we saw at the Nashville Horror Con. That was definitely a great time. And all of Cody's amazing art. Go ahead and tell him, brother.
I'm planning on having a few more canvases doing, like canvas style art by then. Because most of the time I usually do everything on 11 by 17 Strathmore paper. I think I'm going to branch out a little bit, put a little bit more canvases out. And I'll have those with me prints. I'm planning on having a few more tapestries with me. Like I also take teddy bears and dolls, and I do weird things with them. I put blood, bones on them, rip them open, stitch them back together. I got to have that, have bat wings sticking out of them and all that style shit too. So I could have some of that with me as well. So I'm excited to meet everybody that comes by this year. Like, don't be afraid. I may look big and scary sometimes, but I promise you, if you come by and we start talking about metal, you're gonna have fun.
We're just two big teddy bears, We're known as the demonic duo, but at the end of the day, we are love. We are peace, and we love to talk to everybody. So definitely, don't be afraid. I'm
also in the middle of working on putting out my first edition of Defiler magazine. I'm in the final stages of editing. It's taking me a little bit longer than I would like because of work, and I'm trying to make sure it's perfect before I put it out. I don't want to put out a shit product.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully I should have it done. Well, I know I'll have it done before the festival, but I just have a little bit more. Like I said, I have a few more interviews to put through it. There's a surprise black metal band in there that I'm not going to tell the name of because I want everybody to be like, holy shit, when they see it.
Hell yeah.
It's the way to do, man.
Hell yeah.
And the future bands, anybody that's out listening in the future, if you don't want to be in it, just hit me up. We'll talk about it. Well, then I'm not that type of person that's going to ask what kind of dirt on anybody or anything like that. If I interview you, it's going to be about your past, how you got started, what you enjoy about metal, what you enjoy about the fans, if there's places you love to play. Just give your story. That's all I want is your story about how you got started and what you want to do to keep the underground alive. So.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of that, man, you just hit me up if you ever need any help, you ever need any more content or anything, man. I know a bunch of people, so I'll send them your way, dude.
For sure. Like I said, the first one's got one black metal band, and it's got a few of our friends that's indie actors in it. So the first one's kind of horror themed, but the second issue I plan on it being nothing but bands. That's what I want to do with it. and I have a little bit of a plan with it, but I'll definitely be reaching out for a few more bands to help go through it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess I'm about out of questions for you guys, man. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
I'm looking forward to meeting everybody and to come by and say hi. Your support matters. If you wanna follow me, all you gotta do is find Defiler of the Crown Art on Facebook. And I like I said, with my job, I've been posting a little bit less than I normally should be, but there's a little bit of everything on there. I try to incorporate metal, art, and everything as well. So
you can find me on Reapers Underground, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can check out all of our shows that we do on there. They're all live, so you can watch them, in living color, I guess, and enjoy the madness that we bring, as well as staying up to date with any films that I'm doing, as there are more and more that keep coming up, and there's a lot of premieres starting next month. So I'm very excited to come back in such an epic fashion. Tennessee has always been good to me. It's one of those things where it's like you never know who's watching or who's picked up a copy of your film, seen it on Tubi, rented it on Amazon Prime. So it's like anytime I can meet a new demon and become a fan, that makes me happy. So, very much looking forward to it.
Fuck yeah. All right, well, before I let you guys go, can I get you to make us a station tag real quick?
I'm Cody Gray of Defiler of the Crown Art, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Reapers Underground, you are listening to Metal Devastation Radio. Turn it up.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to us. I really appreciate it. And we can't wait to see you guys October 11th, man. We're going to throw down.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Most deaf. Thank you for having us.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
Anytime, man. I'm happy, dude. Fuck, man. It's going to be badass, dude. I can't wait, man. Cannot fucking wait.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you guys soon, man.
Have a great night.
Cheers.
Most deaf.
There you have it, folks. Fucking live interview with Reapers Underground and fucking Defiler of the Crown on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation fucking Radio. Like I said earlier, put your speakers in your windows, put them in your front lawns, do whatever you got to do, man. If you don't see U-Haul trucks literally everywhere,